Hi, everybody. I'm John Walsh. Welcome to English 100 again. Just wanted to make a little video here to show you our Canvas site and show you kind of, where everything is. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Canvas, haven't fully used it before, um, hopefully this will help you navigate, okay, answer any questions that might come up. This is my first time fully utilizing Canvas and fully teaching a fully online class. So there's still things I have to learn, still things I'd like to develop for the course. I did a fairly intensive training for this and a lot of work to get this ready for you in a short amount of time. So inevitably there will be probably, be errors and certainly things I can do better. On that note, if you do have any, suggestions or comments or questions for me about any of that or about any of the course, there is in the course introduction, you'll see that course introduction module kind of has the basic information for this course, including how to, use Canvas, all that. But this, it has a course Q&A discussion board. That's a place just to ask questions. Or answer questions. It's not just a place for me to answer your questions, but other students can certainly, jump in, chime in, and answer questions or start a discussion, including, because we're, fairly food focused in this class, although food relates to lots of issues in the world, including very important issues that are going on, climate change, police brutality, and really, the othering of non-white people, Black Lives Matter, COVID. A lot of these things do relate to food in pretty, concrete ways. So we may not, kind of fully address all of that within the class. Although I am planning on giving you some, essays to read that address, little bits of that sometimes. This is a place if you want to raise, questions or raise issues that are important right now that you want to talk about that we aren't necessarily talking about in the class, feel free, okay? That's a place that I want you to kind of have some freedom to talk about what you need to talk about. As always, you'll see with every discussion, right, that I have netiquette rules, so always, of course, be respectful, when you're using our discussions, okay? So you'll see this is the home page. So this shows kind of, right, has all the modules laid out. You'll see that right now I only have the first week open. I will open each week on a Friday. Okay, even though the week kind of starts on a Sunday, I will open them on a Friday so people can jump ahead and get work done. There's enough work to be done in each week that I think, especially these first 3 weeks where we have an essay due every week, that you've got plenty to do for that week. So I don't think people need to jump ahead. But yeah, you'll see the weeks all laid out here. You can't access them though if they're kind of not available. On this page, you'll see a to-do list of things that are coming up soon. Okay, so you want to make sure you pay attention to that and get things done that are supposed to be done. You'll see all the way on the left, right, you'll see kind of the basic Canvas, on the left-hand margin. You can go to your dashboard, look at all your courses. You can go to your courses and pick, a course you want to look at. There's a calendar that shows all your due dates. And if you have multiple online courses, it'll show due dates for all of, your courses. And the Canvas inbox, which is where you should communicate with me and, perhaps each other. That's a fine place. You can actually go here on this left-hand side where, all the kind of main parts of the class are. You'll see a people, and that has a list of all the students in the class, and you can actually click on their name and email them. So if you need to do that, feel free. But this is kind of the basics of navigation. Okay, so you can go to your dashboard. Some of these things, because I'm in student view right now, I'm not in my home view, they won't really show me anything, but the calendar, right, will show, oh yeah, I can see due dates. All right. The inbox I'm not going to go to right now. It's an inbox like any email inbox, maybe a little weirder and different, but it's essentially the same. You'll see how everything works. You can go to your courses and go, oh yes, there's my course. You can also pick all courses. If you have courses, if you've taken online classes before, like last semester, probably if you were taking classes here, you ended up online. It'll show all the classes, that you've had. If you want to, you can choose your favorites. So you only have the ones you're currently taking listed if you want, okay? Otherwise, to navigate this class, you can see there's a syllabus page. Can you? You'll have to excuse me, the internet drops occasionally here. And it seems to have dropped. So I'm not successfully going to the syllabus page. I'm going to keep talking about it, though. The syllabus page, I have important information listed on that page, kind of the core of my syllabus as far as the basics, but I also have a link to the full syllabus there, so you can, in a Word document, so you can also access that. The announcements, you've hopefully already seen the announcement yesterday when I published the course, the first announcement, which was kind of a welcome, and again, giving you some of the same information that's on the syllabus, on the instructor information communication policy, some similar stuff just to kind of welcome you to class and let you know the basics of the class. Let's try this again. All right, syllabus. So yeah, you can see basics. It also has the assignment weight, right, of each assignment. And that's basically correct. Some of it's a little funky right now, and I will probably try to go in and fix that, but nothing significant is going to change. This has, again, the basics of the course, netiquette, policy, how to behave, right, online. Canvas introduction. You'll see, again, like, you know, there's a Canvas guide, and there's also videos, you know, to use to kind of explain different aspects of Canvas if you need that. Course description, transferability, student learning incomes are required text. This is also on the syllabus. It's also on the welcome announcement I sent you yesterday. You'll see we have one big text. We'll be reading all of. You do have to get a hard copy of it. Well, I mean, you have to get a copy of that. It can be an electronic copy. I don't really care. There's also another text that's a cookbook. It's a good and cheap cookbook. We'll be reading the introduction. I'll be asking you to maybe try out some recipes, see how it works for you, what you think about it. This was actually a cookbook that was made by someone who was completing a master's degree, and they were focusing on you know, affordable food. And this was specifically written for people on a limited budget, for people who perhaps receive food stamps, how to eat well on $4 a day. So I thought this was, you know, a nice addition to the class, because Paulin doesn't really, I mean, well, he does mention, right, that not everybody can afford to eat organic and farmers market food. We can still eat whole, real food and do it, you know, fairly cheaply. So I thought this was a nice addition. There'll be some essays that I'll hand out to you. The main, you know, one of our main resources is the English rhetoric, which is online. You can click on it here to get to it. It's free. I do have links in the modules on the information pages to specific pages in the English rhetoric, because it's a big book. Okay. And then campus support services, everything's closed, you know, for in-person, but you can still get information from them and access resources through email. Okay, they are still helping students. So, you know, yeah, take advantage of these resources. You'll see there's a course summary at the bottom of this. There's a lot. Okay. Announcements. So all the announcements I make, you know, should go out to you immediately, but they will be recorded here. Okay, and you'll see the most recent will be first. Zoom I am doing office hours twice a week, 10 to 11, and I will be doing them if you want through Zoom. We can also do it through the chat function, which you can't see right now, but it's down on the bottom right. It's also over here on the left. There's chat. If you want to do that during my office hours, I wouldn't rely on that out of my office hours. I would use the Canvas inbox if you have questions outside of office hours, but certainly if you want to let me know that you're going to be, you know, wanting to meet me during my office hour, let me know and how we want to do that, and we'll take care of it. Okay, but we'll be potentially using Zoom. I'm not using Zoom for anything else. We aren't having synchronous classes. I'm not keeping to the schedule that was going to be here for face-to-face, because I think that's not fair to everybody. I'm not going to do a lot of videos. I probably will give you kind of a little weekly update, see how everybody, you know, say hi, make sure everybody's doing okay. Certainly I'm open to suggestions if people want to have a Zoom meeting with the whole class, or as many people can attend, and you want to talk about whatever it is, thesis statements or, yeah, structure of an essay, how to do a good introduction. We could do that, so definitely let me know if you'd like something like that, and we can arrange it. When we do the Zoom meetings, those will be, if we do it as a group, those will be recorded, and then people who can't actually attend at the live meeting will be able to access that information. Outcomes, not super important. Those are the student learning outcomes. They're there. Modules, again, just takes you to, showing you all the stuff we're going to do, broken into weeks. Okay. If you want to look specifically at parts of the modules, so assignments, discussions, quizzes, pages, files, and files will be things that I generally have on information pages or assignment pages. So if you want to look at the, assignment itself, it's a file. Okay. Generally, these will be Word documents. Some of them will be PDFs. But that you can go there and just as a shortcut and find the files there. If you want to look at your grades, here they are. Everything's laid out for you. You can see blank, scores. Once you do a quiz and take it, it'll post your score. Once you do the discussions, I will score you. I will give you the points and the score will come up. As the semester progresses and you think, God, I've been, busting my butt, working so hard. I've gotten all A's on this last research essay. I want to see if I can get a B and still get an A in the class. You can test by clicking on here and test the score and see how am I going to do? Well, here's the research essay. How am I going to do if I get, not a perfect score or not an A? And that's a nice function of this. So you can gauge, what you need to do. People also, okay, what just happened? Sorry. You can click on this people link, and this will show you everybody in the class. If you want to communicate with somebody specifically or a bunch of people, you can do it through there. Again, I already mentioned chat. There's learning resources. Rest of this, TLC, online tutoring. This is, our online tutoring that is available through Skyline College. Other information, not super pertinent right now. Okay. But that's basically the outline of the course. That's how everything's laid out. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, this is a learning experience for us all, so definitely, help out with that by asking questions on the, Q&A board. And hopefully that helps you and familiarizes you a little bit. One note is, we do have these hard due dates. We do go on this kind of weekly schedule. Hard due dates. I didn't mean to say that. We have due dates that you should really try to follow, but life happens. I am pretty laid back. I want everyone to succeed in this class. Don't feel like if you miss a due date and, God, I can't turn it in. It's midnight. I've missed the time. I'm going to fail. Turn it in as soon as you can, and I will, get back to you as soon as I can with, your grade and comments. Okay. So yeah, be aware of that. For the final, I'm not going to have a heck of a lot of time to, before I have to turn in grades. So it's a little kind of more strict for that. But if things happen, let me know. I'm willing to work with people. I don't want you to feel like just because you've missed a due date on something that you'll never be able to complete it or that you've ruined your chances at passing a class. I want everyone to pass, and, I'm willing to be very flexible to help you guys out. So just let me know. All right. Looking forward to working with all of you, and I hope you have a great summer, and good luck. Thank you.